Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up?
Welcome to another lab session. You're here with your boys, Bing and Chris, and yeah, we're here for another chat.
Another chat.
I was going to call it another treat.
Another korero.
Is this a treat? Is it just for
Another
us?
talanoa. What?
Is this a treat? Our content. Are we creating treats for people?
Oh,
I didn't mean to start heavy.
that was heavy as.
Because I wanted to call it, we're back for another treat, but I'm not sure if it's a treat.
I can't answer that.
Okay. Well, there's this new thing that I wanted us to start opening up with, and it's something that I do with my work team, and they're called oranga groups, and it's where you have three things you talk about. You talk about your I, your we, and your work. And how you've contributed to the well-being of those spaces, how I've contributed to my own well-being, how I've contributed to the well-being of my we, and you choose your we. So it could be your family, it could be your sports team, it could be your training partner, it could be your lawn mowing society, it could be your church, whatever you like. And then the last one is how you've contributed to the well-being of your work. So not just the people that you work with, but yourself within the work that you do. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting, pretty cool. Great premise. I feel a little bit like I have to be a bit vulnerable to get some good answers, but I'm keen and I'm open.
You're very positive. That's very. I wasn't sure how to bring this up with you.
Yeah, you mentioned something like this in the text, but you didn't really elaborate. Now that you've just put it on a platter for me,
I
don't know. I don't know.
If
bro.
I were to do it, the reason we do it is so that you start taking accountability for your own well-being, not just allowing things to happen to you, but you forcing things to happen. So you wouldn't get to the end of the week and say, what did I do this week? I went for a walk. So I went for a walk because that helps my well-being. Ideally what it would do is that it forces you at the beginning of the week to start planning things for your well-being. Right. So by the end of the week, when we get there, I can talk about this. I can talk about the work and the we spaces.
Right.
So I could say things like, to contribute to my own personal well-being, I've now made it to week 3, back on our swimming workout plan, swimming regimen with my old man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was hard coming back. The first week I was having aches and pains all over my body and needed some help from my missus with massaging areas of my body that don't normally need massaging, because I was off my swimming and my aqua jogging for 5 weeks. And at the height of my exercise, it started getting easy to the point where I was like, is this even worth it anymore? I don't feel like I'm losing weight and I'm not working too hard. Like, it's easy, my workout thing. Then I stopped doing it for 5 weeks, and when I went back, it wasn't easy anymore. And that spoke to the consistency. If you keep doing it, that's why it was easy. Because I was doing it every day for weeks and months. Stop for 5 weeks, bro. It was so not worth it. It was so not worth it stopping for 5 weeks and then going again. 2 weeks in, still getting the odd aches and pains. And then this week, we went back, still going hard, me and my old man, having some problems with water quality issues at the pool. They've now asked us to shower before you get in the pool. Yeah. And I was like, my goodness, if you need to do that to the morning group, how bad is it later on in the day? Because all these people just come out of bed.
Yo, just with that swampy ass.
So to add to my personal well-being, I've been keeping up with my exercise. In terms of the we, some big changes in our family group at the moment. Something that I will disclose in due course, but we're working hard on some stuff behind the scenes, and it's all starting to come to fruition. But I'm not at liberty to discuss those things at present. And to contribute to my work well-being, this week I learned a little bit more about gratitude and being grateful. There was was that a little chuckle?
Carry on.
We had a graduation at work, and I MC the graduation ceremonies. And at this graduation, there were only 5 people graduating. And in my mind, I saw it the way that it would play out as a work thing. We've got the welcome, that'll take half an hour. Then we'll do the speeches. The graduation part itself should take about, 5 minutes each, 25 minutes.
Sorry, it's 5 people, like...
Small.
So,
we normally graduate between 10, 20, even 30 people.
Right.
Yeah. But even though there were 5 people graduating, it felt like 50 people were graduating with the amount of people that came, with the amount of ula lole that was given to all the girls that were graduating. One of the brothers stood up, one of the brothers of the graduates, and he started crying, saying how massive of an achievement this was for their family, that someone had been through the work training and is now graduated and will now have a job. And like, it was such a big deal. And I was sitting there thinking, you ungrateful. In my mind, it was just another graduation, and I just needed to know how long it was going to take because I needed to go out and do my other work. And when it finished, there's always a big feed after, but I never stay for the feed because I got work to do. As I went to drive out, I had to move my car over a little bit because one of the family's trucks was reversing right up to the door and opened up the back of the pickup truck, and there were trays and trays of food for just 5 people graduating. Wow. And I was like, you need to be grateful that you're in such a position where you've got, a job that pays as well as it does and puts me in these positions, and I can see these people are so grateful for their work and the opportunity to work, and I'm just trying to hurry up and get out because I'm busy. So I was forced to kind of slow down and remember how grateful I am to be
slow down,
where I am. Yeah,
pick the flowers.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's my we and work. So hopefully you get a bit of an idea. You don't need to share that much. You share as much or as little as you like. As the trust begins to build between us, you'll share more and more, and it'll come more naturally. But if I were to ask you, what have you done this week to support your own well-being?
I'll kick off the I with, as everyone does go through this time of the year, there's bugs flying around. So my family and I, we're all crook. And I still feel a bit selfish for this, but like, I took 2 days off work, and that's not heard of. But usually it's got to kill you to take a day off, unless it's the kids. But this is the first time in the longest time I can remember, I just literally just took time off for myself, obviously because I was crook. But usually, I don't know about everyone else, but even if I stay home from work because I'm a little bit crook, I'll always try and utilize. As a parent, you always try and prep the next thing, prepping dinner, do a bit of laundry, still get some shit done. But these 2 days, albeit I was crook, but these 2 days I took off, I just purposely just done nothing and rested.
Oh, cool.
And I felt like, it felt selfish, to be honest, and it felt like a bitch, if I'm being honest. But in terms of what we're exercising here, those 2 days I purposely done nothing and just rested just for myself. It didn't benefit anyone. Well, ultimately it did benefit other people.
It benefits everyone if you're performing at 100%.
100%. Yeah. So I took those 2 days. Did it work? Yeah. Am I better? Not 100%, but those 2 days of just pretty much on the couch, not even doing anything. Rest, man. Rest the mind, rest the body.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. There was a photo I saw of you and your kids. One of them was sick from school and you had to go pick them up. Was that on one of those sick days?
It was.
Did he do that because he knew Dad was homesick?
Nah, he's been like my kids have been battling as well.
Okay.
And my partner, we just all been crook.
He's true. He's innocent. Yeah. He's not like us.
Not that I know of yet.
Okay.
But I think because he had a school trip, so he genuinely wanted to go to school.
Okay.
But our teacher pulled him up, and he had a bit of a headache, so she called me. So after dropping him off, 10 minutes, and then you go back, pick him up. 10
minutes?
Yeah. I mean, he just school's just down the road, but
yeah,
he was only there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Good on the teachers for spotting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also because they had a trip, so they didn't want to take.
What if it was like one of our teachers back in the day? They were like, "Yeah, have some water, wipe your mouth, and get on the bus, boy."
He's orange.
He's orange. Use it as a mouth guard. How have you contributed to your well-being? Choose a group and how you've contributed to that group's well-being.
That's a tricky one. I'm gonna double down on the first one
Yeah.
because that was early last week, right? I think I had Tuesday, Wednesday off, and now we're here. So my duties as a father picked up because I allowed myself to rest, meaning I could be a bit more present through my normal duties and just with my kids. Really, I got a 7 and a 4-year-old, and they, as a lot of people know, they demand all of your time that we never give all of it, but I was allowed and I could apply myself a bit more because I put myself first those last couple of days.
They both demand your time at different times, and then there's sometimes when they're both demanding both at the same time,
Yes,
and that's kind of the time when it gets crazy, right?
100%.
Yeah. How have you contributed to your work well-being? I know this one. We had a little chat off air, and I wasn't sure how much of it you'd share. So, like I said, as much as you're comfortable sharing, just we'll practice this exercise, and then we'll come back to it the next time we record, and we'll see if those spaces are getting better or not.
That's cool. You can tell me if I'm answering it wrong either.
No, there is. That's the beauty of this is that there is no wrong way to answer.
Cool. So when I'm hearing you ask me, what have I done to encourage or better the we in my professional? I feel like we've had a lot of absence and people on leave, managerial roles on leave and stuff like that. Meaning I stepped up and kind of filled those gaps a little bit, helping to make the place run a bit smoother. Quite simply. Cool. It doesn't sound like much, but that's off the top.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great amount to jump in when people are there, especially this time of year. These absences start piling up. People get sick and they can't come to work. People's dependents and the people that rely on them get sick and they still can't come to work. And you try to juggle all of that. I was a part of this big managers work meeting thing yesterday, and one of the struggles or one of the pressure points in the regions is unplanned absences. And I could tell from the discussions that the bosses weren't mad that people were taking absences. They were just mad that we're so under-resourced that we take a big hit when people are unable to work. Yeah, like I understand you're sick. Yeah. But we don't have enough people to manage your sickness. So that that kind of stuff is difficult. But then you get to that level where get to that level in your professional life where people being absent starts making a difference. But I remember when I first started out in my work life, I used to love me the odd sickie here and there. And
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lie you've told to get off of work?
The biggest lie?
There's things like my grandma died or my dog died.
Oh, no, I've never been there. Yeah. I think because I've been lucky enough to have jobs where I've built trust and I don't need to throw a lie.
Yeah.
I think when I was at the peak of my let's have a day off, a lazy day off, if you like, it'll just be a text saying I'm not coming in.
I'm unwell.
Yeah, it wouldn't be it wouldn't have to lie, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I remember one time I was off sick and I just sent a text and I said, hey boss, I can't come in today, I'm sick. And then my boss rang me and said, why aren't you in today? And I said, because I'm sick. And then the boss said, what's your sickness? I don't have to tell you. And they said, yes, you do. I'm your boss. And I go, but you're not my doctor. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you shit. And then the boss said, well, then you better bring in a medical certificate when you come in. And I said, I don't even have to do that. All you need to know is that I'm sick and I'll be in when I'm better. And I hung up. And then my daughter goes, who was that? And I go, this was my boss. And she goes, you don't really like him, do you? And I said, it's actually a her. But man, the way that I spoke was so aggressive that my daughter thought I was talking to a man.
Wow.
But yeah, that me and that boss, she hated me as much as I hated her.
It was mutual,
yeah,
was it?
Yeah, we never wanted the other one to win. Wow. Although I won, because as soon as you start punching down, you've lost.
This is
Right.
true.
I'm on the ground trying to fight her. She should just sweep me aside, you little maggot. But she wanted to engage. Yeah.
That's a bad trait for a leader.
We've got a great relationship now.
Really?
Now that I'm, yeah.
Clearly she's still
Yeah,
around.
we give a hug and a kiss when we see each other. She's so proud of me and the spaces that she sees me.
Are you at a space in your working relationship where you giggle about, hey, remember that time
No,
we hate
no,
each
no,
other?
no, no, no.
It's not that good. I mean, like, not that close.
Yeah, not that close.
Yeah.
Not
That's
that
cool,
clear.
though, that he's squashed it
Yeah.
and moved on, and she's
That's
still a boss.
Yeah, she's still a boss. She's just not my boss. And we're not even in the same work stream anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you run into each other, it's,
Yeah,
what's up?
big hug and kiss. The first time she saw me outside of her work stream, she came up to me and we had a hug and a kiss, and she goes, man, I think you found your calling in this space. I was facilitating a session for her team about something,
Yeah.
and she'd never seen me facilitate at that stage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she told me that was so cool. And I a little bit wanted to say something like, better than when I was in your team, eh?
But you're not petty.
But not the trait of a leader, I suppose. But then, like I said, I contributed to that as much as she contributed to that. I've always been a bit of a fighter, a bit of a dick.
Go on.
If I can be mean and get away with, I don't know.
Go on.
No. What are some of your toxic traits? Don't think. What's the first two that you thought of?
Snarky. I don't know. I can be snarky.
To
Anyone.
no, the above or belows or the middles.
All the levels.
Everyone can get it.
On my day, I'm pretty cool and I'm pretty chill.
That's
and
what I can see.
And I'm quite professional.
Yes.
But once if
can't
I
see
feel like
that.
someone's trying to throw me under the bus or take my name or try and make me look like a damn fool, then I can get a bit funny.
Snarky.
Yeah, all levels can catch these hands.
Bad words or bad comments?
Nah. I think I've learned this from you. I don't even know if I've mentioned it to you, but I've always tried I can get snarky and I can get mean, but as long as I keep it professional and not cross any boundaries where I give anyone an opportunity to pull a personal grievance or anything like that, as long as I'm professional, then we can swing hands and all that. I try to anyway.
When they say that my boss yelled at me, like that's something I will never ever stand for.
Yelling at someone or being yelled at?
Being yelled at. It doesn't matter whether you're 12 levels above me or one level below. No one will ever yell at me. As soon as you yell, it's become personal. And if you want, I can yell too. Let's yell. Oh man, my boss screamed at me and told me this was late. I'm like, no, don't you dare yell at me. That same boss yelled at me once. And I took her into the room and I said, don't you ever yell at me again. Especially on the floor, especially in front of my team. That's unacceptable. Now, what did you want to know? And she goes, you weren't where you were supposed to be. And I go, because I was taking care of this. She goes, you shouldn't have been taking care of that. And I said, there was a conflict of interest with the whole site. And there was no managers here. I assumed a senior position and I decided to take care of it myself. And she goes, oh, now I can see why you done it. And I was like, that's why you shouldn't yell at me across the floor. Wait until I get here and then we can have a proper growing discussion about this. But that's, talking to him, I said, don't yell at me in front of my team. And then I came out and pretended that everything was fine. And she came out and pretended everything was fine. And then we went to the lunchroom. I told everyone, I went in there too. Fucking yell at me, bitch.
You bitch!
I still haven't raised my voice and I will never raise my voice. And if I do, it's because I want to get fired today.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to go all in. I'm also that guy, I don't like beeping my horn on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a beeper.
I beep to signal you to go if you're not paying attention. But if you cut me off, I'm not going to beep unless I'm getting ready to jump out the car and throw hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I feel that way about people beeping at me. If someone beeps at me, that's signal, let's go.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I got cut off a few days ago, and I sat on my horn for a good 8 seconds, which is a long time. Yep. They cut me off. We were like inches, and then while I was beeping, they left their hazard lights on to acknowledge they were in the wrong, which confirmed my beeping style. Bro, I'm beeping to let you know you're an idiot, and I'm also beeping to have everyone around me look at you and acknowledge you as an idiot. I ain't trying to throw hands or anything like that.
What if that person jumps out, slams the brakes, and why are you beeping at me? And then they want to physically altercate.
Well, I'll weigh those options up when that scenario presents itself.
So I've weighed it up already.
Yeah,
and
clearly.
It's not worth the beep.
My forward thought is only over here. Yours has gone over there. But I go here, if your scenario presents itself, my other options will switch in like, who am I with? Weapons. Does it look like someone I can take? Do I have gout? All these things. Have I eaten? Do I need a shit? The worst thing is trying to have a fight and you need a shit. So these are the things that I'll think about.
You have a fight and you need a shit. Oh my gosh.
Or I'll just drive past. Because what's the worst thing when someone wants to fight you and you leave and you beep and then wave like happy? That's the worst thing.
I'll pull up beside you, beep my horn, like beep beep, wait for you to look, tell you to wind down the window. And I said, bro, did you see? And like, yeah, sorry. And I go, don't do it again. And then I just keep driving.
Oh my gosh. That reminds me.
That's my beep. If I want to beep at you, I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Because I'm still worried that someone's just gonna beat the shit out of me on the road one day. I wouldn't, not an active worry, but one of these days you're gonna beep at the wrong person.
This can happen.
Yeah. And are you ready to go down that road?
We'll find out if it presents itself.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to die because someone cut me off.
But you're almost making it like I'm in the wrong if someone got out to kill me after they cut me off. Bro,
okay.
First and foremost, it's illegal. You can't kill people. You can't assault people. You can't just walk around assaulting people, bing. So you've accepted that in your scenario, which is a reality that could happen. But I'm still going on the law. I am the law.
I was a courier driver once, and I was very aggressive.
Super aggressive.
Yeah. I'd broken some mirrors. I used to bump cars on purpose.
Yo, shit! I forgot your asshole extended to your driving back then, eh?
Yeah. So maybe, I spent so many man hours on the road that I've graduated from those behaviors now.
You're very calm.
Yeah. My missus like, beep the horn. I'm like, no, it's fine.
God,
but they cut you off. Yeah. And something that I try to teach my kids is that there's a reason they done that. And we don't know what the reason is. And for me, the reason...
Shut up.
What?
Bro, it's not time for that wisdom, that shit.
The reason is always because they need a shit.
What?
They need a shit. That's why they done it. That's why they cut me off. That's why they're driving fast. That's why they wanted to get in front of me. That's why they got mad when I jumped in front of them, because he's trying to hurry home because he needs a shit. And everyone can empathize with the old turtle heads.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
That's a term that you told me.
Turtle
head, yeah.
That's a common...
But at the time, because of the circles that I roll in, we don't talk about things like that.
What do you guys talk about then?
Just stock markets and the rise and fall of the economy.
Oh, boring.
Yeah.
Talk about turtle heads.
I remember, you messaged me at the lab, and you were like, is anyone in the toilet? Like, and you're like, cool, because I got turtle heads.
Whoa. I don't even, come on.
I remember it clear as day.
Wow,
You're texting it to me on my QWERTY keyboard BlackBerry. Phones have come a long way.
Yes.
And I was always intrigued that the phone started off massive and then it became the latest trend to make the phone smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And now we've gone past it, and now we're making the phones bigger and bigger and bigger, and to the point now where you can put a SIM card in a tablet and use it as a phone.
Yes. That's crazy.
Have you seen the baby cameras, I think they're called, at Kmart?
Baby cameras? No.
They're like baby-sized digital cameras, but they're just digital cameras.
Oh, that's
with
their
the little
sole
screen.
purpose.
But it's in a GoPro case, and it's got a lanyard on it.
No.
I think it's like $40-50, and it's just an OG digital camera. We fought all these years for super high-res, high-quality photos, and we've got them as far as we can go. Now we've gone backwards to OG digital cameras. Yeah. What's your favorite piece of technology?
A phone.
Yeah. Second to a phone? Air fryer.
PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation.
What did you say?
What?
What did you say?
Air fryer.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said K-fryer.
I thought you were going to say air fryer because I barely use mine.
Nah. The only other appliance I use the most is probably a toastie. Do you eat toasties?
Yes.
How often?
Maybe once every 2 months.
And what's your go-to? Not like your extravagant best one, but not a shitty one. Like, what's a go-to?
Cheese and jam.
Huh? You're a cheese and jam kid? Cheese and jam?
Cheese and jam.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't pick you for that.
It was something that I learned at work. One of the ladies deep fried some cheese and used homemade plum jam. She was one of those ladies. Those old fires that
I love
bottled
those.
jams and marmalades and
aunties are on.
Yeah.
Eh? I get it though, the cheese and the sweet. I totally get
so
that.
crumbed camembert, deep fried,
Yeah, I hear that.
and her jam is runny and watery. You get a fork, dip it in the cheese because the cheese is super hot, and then coat it with the jam, and then eat it. And it's too hot, but the saltiness and the creaminess of the cheese mixed with the decadence of the jam. Like way too much sugar in her jams, but they were so good. And I never knew that cheese and jam was a thing. And then I was like, if it works with camembert and homemade plum jam, surely it would work with Colby cheese and Craig's jam. And yeah. So I just sliced the cheese into 2 thick slices, Not just enough and not too much, but always too much cheese. Chuck it on, and then I get my spoon. I always heat up my jam too.
What jam are you using?
Just any jam that I use.
Oh, right.
I'll heat it up. So I'll put a whole bunch in either a small bowl or a little cup, and then I'll warm it up. And once it's warm, it becomes watery. And then I get a teaspoon and I dollop it on one side because I still got that corner cutting toastie maker.
You got the triangle toastie?
The triangle toastie maker.
You got a flat?
Yeah, but that only makes 2 at a time.
Okay.
I don't have the 4 sandwich one.
Right.
But my triangle toastie maker is a 4 one.
Yeah.
So I use that one. And yeah, a tablespoon or teaspoon of jam in each side. And then, yeah, ram it down. Butter the outsides or mayonnaise?
Butter. Always butter.
Mayonnaise works too.
With what?
On the outsides.
Oh, right.
It's just the fat content helps to crisp it up, yeah.
No, that's
But yeah, my hard and fast is a cheese and jam. Extravagant would be some protein, cheese and onion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so corned beef, cheese and onion, chop suey, cheese and onion, spaghetti, cheese and onion, ham, cheese and onion. Is it a toastie without cheese?
Yes. Well, technically yes, but come on, man, you gotta have some cheese.
A toastie without cheese is like a pizza without cheese.
I suppose that's true.
One of the ones that me and my daughter like are nacho toasties, leftover chili beans. Have you done that?
I'm a leftovers and toasties.
Chili beans in the toastie with sour cream
Wow.
In the toastie.
Yep.
Yeah.
That hot pockets on, the triangles. Because you can
yeah.
start to do like
runny
saucy,
stuff.
yeah.
Saucy stuff. Although it still explodes and makes a mess. And that's just because we're fat and put too much in there.
And you can't wait for it to cool down. And you gotta get on that.
Always so nuclear hot, bro.
Because if you get it too cold, bro,
It starts getting soggy again.
or the cheese gets hot, like, bro.
So do you also? I store mine standing up, my sandwiches, when I'm making them.
Hey.
Yeah.
So they don't get soggy.
Yeah.
It's because nothing beats the spaghetti cheese, right? That's OG.
That's
Eat
OG.
that hot pocket and you just like, you're not even eating it. You just spend your time going.
Yeah. And even spaghetti cheese cold toasty. That's still. I hate the term, but that's still goated. I used to take toasties to school.
Yeah. Bro, what I was going to say, my mate used to always come with toasties. And I used to ask, he used to always share it with me.
Oh, cool. Pancakes? You like pancakes?
Not really.
No.
I'm not big on sweet stuff.
Ooh. Well, pancakes aren't sweet in their essence. It's almost like a wrap.
What? No, they're not. You just... Did you try to fucking put them in the same category? It's kind of like a rap. You fucking unhealthy prick.
Oh, shit. Because it's just flour and water. It's what you do to it after that makes it sweet or savory.
No, bro. There's sugar in it.
Have you had Korean pancakes? That shit is banging. Korean pancakes, savory pieces of meat, frozen veggies. There's a place in town that the uni students like to go to, and one of my friends at work at the time took me to town so she could show me her pancake place.
Was it cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just for you, if someone's taking you and it stink, that's...
It was like $8 for one.
Oh.
And I could have had like 6, I reckon.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many did you have that time?
2. Because I was with people. You know, you always got to try to put your best foot forward. Yeah.
You're public.
Yeah. Eat with a knife and fork. Not like you just want to shove the whole thing down your throat.
You got a deep fryer?
No. We used to, but I couldn't. We didn't use it enough, and I couldn't bring myself to leave oil in there until the next time we use it.
What is it?
Because it goes rancid.
If you don't clean it.
Clean the oil?
Yeah.
How do you clean oil? Like
cornstarch. Just turn it on, get a hot cornstarch.
And then sift it out.
Yeah, well, it gets all cloggy together.
Yeah, that sounds like too much admin too.
Yeah, it is. I've never had one. I just deep fry in the wok if I ever want to.
And then what do you do with the oil?
If it's heaps and I can be bothered cleaning it, I'll keep it. And I've only probably ever done that once. Okay. Every other time, I got this corner in my garden, the compost.
Yeah.
To the earth.
Yeah.
Recycle.
Yeah.
Reuse.
Reduce, recycle. Hot oil though? Or do you cool it down at least?
No, hot. Because
yeah.
I want to kill some weeds around there too, bro. Just. Yeah.
So my daughter works at our local supermarket. And at the end of the day, all the chickens that are left, they have to bring it inside and cool it down and then shred it to be sold next day as shredded chicken.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a bum job that they don't like doing.
Is it done by hand?
Yeah. So I told her, tell you what, any chickens that are left, just buy it and bring it home. And she's like, what? Look at you. So the other day she came home with 2 chickens.
Had some dinner and saved her a job.
Yeah. Yeah. So we ate 1 chicken the other night and then...
Does she get a discount?
Last night. 5%, which is nothing, really.
That's
But it was also end of the day chicken. So one of them was $20 and she got it for 14, and the other one was reduced to 17 from whatever price that was. But yeah, we had chicken the last few nights.
Do you guys always have dessert?
No.
Oh, you rarely have dessert then, eh?
No. We just don't have dessert after dinner. Like chocolate bars, tea and biscuits, ice cream. Last night I had a bowl of ice cream and a can of peaches.
Oh, that's OG.
A whole can of peaches. It's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things is to put canned peaches in the fridge and eat it in the middle of the night.
At the fridge or?
Yes.
I've done that many a time.
Something that takes me back to my early adulthood when I was going to school in Samoa, and one of our friends had a bar fridge in the dorms, and when people used to come from overseas to visit us, so family from Australia, family from New Zealand, they'd ask us what we wanted. And you know how everyone always asks for chocolates and snacks and all that. We used to ask for canned fruit. And so people would come with boxes of canned fruit for us, and we'd put it inside his bar fridge. And
Oh, yo.
Yeah,
I can imagine it. Well, in Samoa.
yeah,
Bro, that must taste like gold.
it was so good. And people used to come and scab or come and hang out with us, waiting for when we would open our fridge. And
Hey,
yeah,
were you guys the only ones with a fridge?
yeah,
Boko.
yeah. And everyone was roughly our age. I was there when I was 17. The dude that owned the fridge was 23, but we were roommates. So I got his fridge because we were together. And people would come and hang out with us because we were also cool. But now that I think about it, maybe they were hanging out with us because we had a fridge. Yeah.
Was it only canned fruit? Was it chocolate bars? Was it a freezer or just a fridge?
Yeah. I don't remember many chocolate bars.
It was just.
Yeah. And bottles of fizzy.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, drink stuff to keep us cool.
Did you have a common room?
Yeah.
Did they have like pool table?
Oh no, it was no bigger than the studio, and it just had chairs and a water cooler. It was Samoa, remember?
Yeah.
Samoa in the early 2000s.
True.
Speaking of early 2000s, I saw a meme that said it was a man waking up from slumber. He looked like it was maybe a Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings time. And he wakes up and he goes, "Oh, my body is broken." And the caption said, "How everyone with a birth date or with a birth year beginning with 19 wakes up." And I was like, 19? Wait, if you were born in 1999, 2009, 2019, you'd be 26. Wow, the 19s were so long ago. Sometimes I forget.
1999. 26? Wow.
Yeah.
I feel so young.
When were you born?
19.
$19?
99.
1999.
1988.
Wow. That's so long ago.
How about you?
Did you go to school when Jesus was around? Did you see Moses write the 10 Commandments? Did you learn to swim when the Great Flood happened? Hello? I was born in 1984, which makes me 40
Sheesh.
years old plus GST. This year I'll be turning 41.
God damn. Was your back sore after you fell off a dinosaur?
Yes.
Who was the first caveman to shave their back when you were born?
Your mum.
Was the Loch Ness Monster really real?
I've done some deep dives into this.
For
The
real?
Loch Ness Monster, yeah. And by deep dive, just read what's on the internet. And some people say that at one point it was. And that it was just an actual sea creature, but like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
that they saw years ago, and it was real at one point, and it's died, and the body's decomposed in the water. That's why there's no evidence of it. But people keep saying they see it, but it's not true. But it was true at some point. And I mean, you got to believe it as far as crocodiles and alligators, right? Because they're also dinosaurs.
They are.
You see the latest Jurassic Park Rebirth?
Yep.
You did?
No, sorry, I've seen the trailer. You seen it?
Yeah.
Is it out yet?
Yeah. No. I mean, no.
Is it good?
It's all right.
I read something. Tell me if this is true. They went back, they stripped down all the glam of the recent Jurassic Park energy, and they just went back to the old school method of survival style themed, with a bit of character here and there.
Yeah.
With some frights and stuff like that.
And some interacting storylines.
Yeah.
Two different groups trying to navigate their way through. And spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but the dinosaurs aren't new. It's not, the world isn't fascinated by them anymore. When the movie starts, one of the biggest dinosaur museums in New York or wherever it was shutting down. And the doctor that was in charge of it laments that 5 years ago you had to queue up for hours to try to get in. Last week we just sold 12 tickets. People are so over dinosaurs. And the movie starts and traffic is stopped because there's a dinosaur dying in the middle of the road, a Brachiosaurus. So no one cares about dinosaurs anymore. But there's an island that no one is allowed to go to where all the world councils have agreed that the dinosaurs can live by themselves there and no one can go. And of course there's some big money dude that wants to go get some dinosaur DNA to do some bad stuff. So they take a team in there and then they lose their boat and they have to find their way home.
Classic, man.
Yeah. I did take some issue with some of the dinosaurs because they're mutated dinosaurs.
They have to, though.
Yeah. So T-Rex makes an appearance, but earlier on, which kind of foreshadows that he's the least amount of threat at the moment.
He's now gluten-free.
Yeah. But it wasn't bad. It was a good 2-hour watch. Could have been 30 minutes shorter.
Out of 10?
6.
That's worth a watch.
Yeah, very worth a watch. Especially if you enjoy the Jurassic Park franchise, the Jurassic Park theme. It's refrained a couple of times in there as a slow song, as a fast song, which is cool. Can you do it for us?
Bro, head to head, franchise v franchise, the Fast franchise or Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Fast sucks. Yeah. Fast sucks. No, I thought you were...
I mean, I like it as far as liking something goes, but I've always wanted to watch Fast and Furious again from the beginning, part 1, part 2, and do the whole chronological order, but I just can't. It's not that cool. Did you see the video of Domino's Toretto? There are so many comments talking about how big he was. Someone would call it he should star in intermittent Fast and Furious. But there's a video of him saying that they asked him to come back to the Fast and Furious franchise, and he would only do it on 3 conditions.
Oh, yes, I've seen.
And it takes him about 10 minutes to get the 3 conditions out. And the 3 conditions were kind of stink.
What was it? 1, come back to LA.
Bring the franchise back to the streets of LA. And so much so, the MC of the gig goes, "Come on, you guys can do better than that. It's coming back to LA." And then everyone starts cheering.
Yeah.
And number 2, we come back to the heart of Fast and Furious, the street racing.
Oh, sounds like they cut the budget.
And the last one is they're going to reunite Dominic Toretto and Paul
Patrick
Walker.
Swayze.
Brian Wilcox.
Cranston.
What's his name?
Paul Walker.
The character. Brian.
I don't know, cuz.
Brian the Cup. Brian the Cup, cuz.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, Brian Wilcox.
Loophole. I don't know. Brian, yeah.
Brian. You reunite Dom and Brian. But yeah, it took him longer than it took us to get that out. And yeah.
So Vin Diesel featuring ChatGPT AI.
Yeah. Superimposed over his Brian Walker.
No, Walker's his real name.
Oh, Brian O'Driscoll.
Brian Toretto.
Some cool movies. Hey, we got some a little bit of interaction online to our Spider-Man video.
Oh, right, our conversation.
Some people didn't agree that Toby was the GOAT.
Who was their GOAT?
Andrew Garfield. I mean, but it's all subjective, so
Yeah, 100%.
you can't tell me that.
It's
mine
just
is
whoever's
not Toby,
era.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also that familiarity bias. It's who I grew up with.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
Just on that, just quickly, we're talking the same thing. I was talking with my brother. He was here the other weekend with his boys, and we're hanging out and we're chatting. And he was referring to that video, right? That we had that conversation. But he brought up Batman's. And he had the audacity to say to my face,
Ben
that
Affleck.
Patterson was the best ever. And I respect everyone's opinion.
I haven't even seen the Patterson one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
What's his first name?
Rob.
Pattinson.
That's what I said.
You said Patterson.
No, because I'm speaking too fast for you.
Too Fast, Too Furious?
I hate you. One shot. Bloodshot, sorry.
Hancock.
Will Smith.
Rob Pattinson. Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen his. Well, who's your GOAT? 3. I had to remember his name.
Are we saying it together?
Yeah.
3, 2. Wait.
I don't know his name.
Yeah. I remember it now.
3, 2, 1.
Christian Bale.
Yeah. Christian Bale.
But is this the same thing? It's subjective.
But also, because he was the best. Chris Nolan Batman was Nick level.
Yeah.
Name all the Batmen.
All the ones I remember?
Mm-hmm.
Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Kilmer.
Oh, Val Kilmer.
He was my GOAT before these other guys. Clooney.
No good. Even he agrees that his Batman should be wiped off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but then he'd wipe that big check he got.
Who else you got?
Bale.
Christian Bale.
Pattinson.
Rob Pattinson.
West.
Adam West. Going back to the beginning.
That's all I got.
Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Ben. Nah, he's too touch and go, bro.
I didn't agree with Ben Affleck before I saw Ben Affleck. And then I can see he rocks the Bruce Wayne part.
Yes. I think that's cool. That's cool. That each actor can do, or director, or whatever franchise, they do what they think's best and how they want to portray the Batman. And I think that you're right. His arrogant, like, fuck life shit, fucking stubble. I'm grey, I'm old. Batman's cool.
I never liked the Flash.
And those ones.
He seems weird. But then, because I like the TV Flash, the guy from Glee.
Is he dead?
No, that's a different one.
There's a bunch of them that's dead. Name all the ones that's dead, bro.
Oh, don't
R.I.P.
you do this to me.
R.I.P.
I only know their character names. Finn, Puck, and Santana, but I know her real name too. It is Naya Rivera, R.I.P.
Oh, yo, she was
Beautiful, fantastic.
Puck's dead?
Yeah,
The bully.
yeah.
Bully.
He was the objectionable material. He had images of childs, and then he offed himself before he went to court.
Hey. Coward.
But yeah, I guess that brings us to the end of another lab session.
Damn.
If there's anything you want us to talk about on the next one, please let us know in the comments. Send us a DM. Otherwise, thank you for sharing this time with us. Thank you for being vulnerable, and we'll catch up next time on the lab sessions where Chris tells us more about his we work.
Let's go. Thank you.